Hello friends, welcome back for another pregnancy update. If you're new around here, my name is Sandy-Kaye. Thank you so much for joining me in this little corner of my house today. And today I am 5 weeks pregnant and 4 days, so not quite 6 weeks, but if I have any new symptoms, then I'll go ahead and add them in at the end of this video. This month I've really been in a nesting mode, which I didn't know really kicks in or can kick in as an early symptom, but it also could be motivated that I was trying to get as much done while I have the energy. If I am going to get morning sickness or feel kind of nauseous, then I want to get as much done now. Something else this month is I just always notice I'm so clumsy, like I've mentioned, and then I end up just getting hurt a lot. My thumb is now recovering, but I did cut myself like under my nail and it hurt so bad. It was a cardboard cut and it's still so sensitive, just like even touching anything with my thumb. I'm having to be very careful and it's been like a week since I've done it. I've also noticed super chapped lips. They are not as chapped today, but yesterday, the day before, I'm also horrible at wearing chapstick and I think it makes them more chapped. Excuse my son, toddler, talking in the background constantly, but I just can't really get a free moment. Anyway, I've been wearing Aquaphor to wear at bedtime, and I think that does help with my lips, and sometimes I even get a Q-tip and put it up my nose because, let's be real, our nostrils are also very dry in pregnancy. So today I noticed a pimple pop up right here on the right side under my lip, and then also there's this red mark right here. I'm not really sure what it is. But those are two things with my skin. But other than that, it's been pretty clear in week 5. I've still been super hungry this week, just craving all the savory stuff. Like yesterday, a tortilla with cheese and mustard and avocado just like hit the spot. I have been enjoying tomatoes, but like last night that sounded kind of disgusting to eat, but the day before I was loving tomatoes in like a chicken wrap as well. And I notice I can eat a ton. Like I get super hungry and I'll eat, but then you know you get that heavy kind of bloated filling pretty quickly. As far as going number 2, I feel like I'm either having diarrhea or more constipated, but I lean more towards the diarrhea side, which I guess I would rather than being backed up. But it is interesting how pregnancy just makes me have to go earlier in the day still, as the same as last week. I notice I am still having a lot of vivid dreams at night. I also have been up till like 9 p.m. still. Usually I try and get to bed around 7:30 or 8. So that's been pretty late because then I wake up at 4:45 with my husband. But the days that I can sleep in, which I did this morning, I just feel like $1,000,000 when I wake up. So that's been super nice. Yes, Turner. Oh, spider. Alright, there was a spider, but we killed it, so we're good. Do not love creepy and crawly things while I'm pregnant as well. My energy has been pretty up this week, which I've been trying to take advantage of. I've heard other pregnancy updates of women saying how it's like they're not super tired, but just not motivated and lower like energy. And I feel that on the motivation front, where it's just so hard, like I just want to like sit there sometimes, but maybe not like dead tired where I need to take a nap, but just like my energy ebbs and flows pretty quickly. But I have been having some up higher energy days, which has been nice. I'm happy to report that this week my cramping has gone way down, which makes me super happy because that was something that was just uncomfortable. I was saying I was wanting to hold my stomach constantly and just take warm baths. I still am a warm/hot bath person during pregnancy when I'm usually not a bath person. Fingers crossed. I'm not sure when morning sickness or nausea is going to kick in, but I have been feeling pretty good. I've had like slight food aversions, just very slight, where I'm like, oh, that doesn't sound good. And I don't push it at all because I know in past pregnancies, this is my 3rd baby, by the way, I know it just turns you off so quick if you try and eat something when it doesn't sound good. So I really am just eating what sounds good. No crazy cravings, like I was saying, just like mustard and more savory things. Lastly, I want to talk about how I'm feeling. Yes, lid off. He's playing with a candle. But I have been feeling more stressed and overwhelmed, just thinking of all the things, like as far as money-wise, with having a 3rd child. The toddler going 24/7, just fast and wanting to be curious and play. Yes, candle, yes. And my 8-month-old, she'll be 9 in a week or so. but she has been climbing upstairs and just being so mobile, trying to stand a lot more this week, and I'm just like, oh my goodness, and teething, so she's wanted to nurse more. So some days it just feels like the kids need a lot, and I'm like, okay, mama needs a break. Mama needs, you know, to rest a little bit today too. Like I was saying, it's just felt a little bit heavier this week, thinking about needing a new car, a bigger car, possibly, you know, needing a new townhome at least in a year. Like when I'm 4 months postpartum, you know, 3 kids in one room is just something I'm not wanting to do because my 2 kids already wake up each other. So I'm like, okay, we're going to need a 3rd room. And I'm so out of breath right now. I'm trying to squeeze out as much talking as I can with my little air. So overall, I've been feeling pretty happy and excited for this pregnancy, and also super excited to announce that I have my ultrasound date set, which is for March 22nd, I believe. And I'll have my first prenatal appointment and my first ultrasound. So I'm so excited to share those pictures with you. I'm still going back and forth, struggling to know if I should tell my parents. And well, it would be my whole family. So my whole family and I, like all my siblings, my mom, dad, the garbage truck is also pulling up. So we'll see how loud that is. Yeah, go watch the garbage truck. Yeah, deciding we're all going to be in Mexico together. And so I'm like, hey, that would kind of be perfect timing, but then also not, because I'm really early. I'll only be 7 weeks pregnant when I see them. So I'll still be super, super early in pregnancy. And I've never told anyone that early. But this time, it just feels like time is going so slow. So it kind of feels like it would be helpful to be able to talk with my mom about pregnancy. Kind of debating on that. I'm sure you guys can relate, kind of trying to decide when to tell. I've been more anxious, just feeling like miscarriage. I've wanted to Google and see like what is the percentage of having a miscarriage at 5 weeks pregnant, but I've kind of been able to psych myself not to do that and just stay positive. So that's kind of where I'm at right now, still trying to be in a positive mindset, not think about miscarriage, and just celebrate every day that I'm pregnant and just be grateful for today. Anyway, that's everything. So let's end with a little bump update for this week. Here is my 5-week and 4-day belly. I got like a cramp right here as I was doing that when I just stood up quickly to do the bump update. But anyway, that's everything for today. I'll sit back down. I was like awkwardly having my butt towards the camera. But I hope you guys have a good one. Thanks. Bye. 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 Hey guys, I wanted to update you and say at 5 weeks and 5 days, the nausea has officially started. I'm kind of starting to feel it right now, like just kind of when it's in your chest. It's basically where you're hungry but nothing sounds good. You've probably heard other pregnant women say this, and you don't really get it until you have it. It's quite difficult. It can even be something as good, you're eating it, and then in the middle of it you're like, yeah, I'm done. I was even just eating a piece of chocolate. My mom sent me some chocolate from Hawaii. She went to a chocolate factory, and I was like, oh, that sounds good. They are pretty big chocolate, so I usually share them with like my son or something. But anyway, I was like eating one, and then like halfway through I was like, yeah, can't eat anymore, because sweets has kind of been off for me lately, and the only thing I've really been able to eat is I made some sourdough English muffins, and those with butter and eggs was pretty good this morning, but then I just had it again, and then I'm like, okay, now I'm already sick of those, dang it. So I'm gonna go to the store and buy some frozen pizza tonight, because that's what sounds good to me, and some crackers just to have, because I have cheese, and I think like some type of light cracker with cheese will be a go. I've also been craving some jam. I had homemade apricot jam and I just used the rest of it, but I thought that on a sourdough bagel would really hit the spot. Honey just sounds horrendous right now. So just trying to stick with what works, and I'm now officially wearing my C-bands on both wrists, and those do seem to work. I had a light headache this morning with a run. I did like 4 miles, I think, maybe just over 4. So it wasn't too long, but it was like uphill, like in a mountain, so a little higher elevation. Wanted to keep you updated that the nausea food aversions have started. Dang it. I thought I'd be able to get to 6 weeks, but not quite.